right, people, hello, and welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. It's the Summer Bracket Challenge, the world's best from the 21st century, going head to head. You, my friend, are going to absolutely love this next one. It is a 6 versus an 11,
Okay.
and coming in at number 6, Stevie Gerrard versus number 11, Didier Drogba.
Oh, Drogba all day! All day! 11? That's disrespectful. I'm writing a personal letter to 442. And 11? 11?
Oh my goodness. Oh,
What?
this is a tough one though, man.
No, this is the
Even
easiest
Gerrard.
call I've made the whole bracket. Drogba's going all the way to my final. I don't care who it is. I don't care. It could be R9. No.
Oh my goodness.
Lampard was better than Gerrard. That's how I've always judged these two. And if that's the case, Didier Drogba should win this matchup all day, every day, because you can find a midfielder to do what Gerrard did. Drogba scores in a final. His best game ever. You're bagging goals in the final. Period. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he's having his best game tomorrow and it's a final, he's bagging it in the final. I'm taking Drogba. Gerrard might slip and cost us a game, and there goes the whole kit and caboodle.
With a career record of scoring 10 goals in 10 finals, winning 10 trophies at club level, Drogba has been referred to as the ultimate big game player. That's straight off of Wikipedia.
Right. It's it. He's going to score today.
They
got me here.
They both. Actually, you know what? Gerrard never did win that Premier League title, did he?
He slipped.
Yeah, I mean, I got mad respect for Drogba, for Gerrard as well. He
should have came to Chelsea. He should have told Mao yes and came to Chelsea.
I mean, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect that decision.
I do.
You gotta respect him staying at Liverpool, staying with his heart, and
the way he said it, he said, "I could go anywhere. I know I'm class. I know everyone. I know I can sign for any team. It means more to me. I could win 10 trophies with them. It means more to win one here at Liverpool." And I was like, that. I respect that. I really do.
And I mean, Gerrard can just control the game, just take over the game, and But for me, Drogba's just got an X factor that just kind of just like Henry, when you're having his best game, put anybody in front of him. Doesn't matter.
bar the door. It does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
He can I know we joke about all the time sending the highlights back and forth, but he flick it to yourself, hit it off your own chest, hit the half volley. Like these dudes, it's like, have you seen that video of it's the basketball player talking about when he played Kobe Bryant at Boston, where he's like, threw it off the backboard, he got it himself. He runs out, he's like, what are you on? like those guys have those moments where it's like, oh, I need to score right now, and he heel flicks off the shoulder, over the chest volley, and it's like, where did this come from? Like, what just happened?
What'd you just do?
What did you do? He just double XY, left, right, left, right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. He's it's one of those things where if you're down and you need somebody to do something, something special, just give him the ball, and he's gonna, maybe he'll run somebody over, or maybe he'll give you a shimmy. It doesn't matter. He's got the speed. He's got the strength. I mean, the man stopped a war.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Right. As much respect as I have for Gerrard, it's got to be Drogba.
Got to be Drogba.
Got to be Drogba.
I'm calling 442 tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody's getting a strongly
worded letter.
Because that is just out of control. And, up next by more grace from the bracket challenge gods, we got another interesting one at 3 versus 14. Louis the Vamp Suarez versus Virgil van Dijk.
Oh!
Why are they doing it to us?
Oh!
What are they
14's disrespectful for Van Dijk.
Van Disney. Yeah, man. That's oof.
I don't know. Liverpool. All right, so let me ask: do you think Liverpool Suarez was better than Barca Suarez?
No. I don't know, man. The season where Brendan Rodgers was coach of Liverpool and Suarez and God, who was the forward opposite him that season? And they absolutely tore it up. Um, and I don't think he did much else after that. God, who was that? It wasn't Firmino. It wasn't Suarez and Firmino, was it? Who was out? They scored so many goals that season.
11-12 Liverpool.
God, I can't remember. Let me type different. Try something different here. It's Daniel Sturridge. Daniel Sturridge is who I was thinking of that year. They scored 31 and 21 respectively. They killed it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Messi, Neymar, Suarez combo at Barcelona.
You didn't know where it was coming from. Where it was coming from.
It's just crazy. Now, I will say I would never want to have Luis Suarez on my team.
Same.
But for a one-off Champions League best game of your life final tomorrow, I mean, Van Disney's locked down. Virgil van Dijk
Honestly, I'm
is
picking
best.
Van
Wow.
Disney. I was gonna wait to talk about him. I'm picking Van Disney. Prime Van Disney went an entire season with
Yeah.
zero let by
And they
him.
and they won the league. I remember the Champions League. He's won it.
Zero. He went an entire season with no runs past him. Man of the ball, embodied it 100%.
Yeah. I mean, captain, leader. He doesn't bite people.
No, right?
You know.
He's three center backs in one. We talk about Conte being an entire midfield by himself.
Yeah.
Van Disney can hold an entire line by himself. Like
Yeah. I mean, as much as we joke
fast,
around,
big.
with the nicknames and whatnot, and Louis the Vamp Suarez and all that, uh, Virgil van Dijk, man, just
Yeah.
he's a callback to the old school Vidic, Ferdinand, John Terry style,
Right.
but he can also, he's also got that long diagonal. He loves hitting that long precision pass, to the opposite flank,
Yeah.
um, and he's just so tough to beat. But I don't know, man. Suarez on this day.
He's so big. I would love to see that matchup. Suarez versus like a
Yeah,
prime Suarez versus a prime
prime,
Virgil
yeah,
van Dijk. But my thing is Virgil's so like you said, he's a callback to the old school. He's so big. He it's like Antonio Rudiger. Like I think Rudiger is going to be in this conversation here upcoming soon, especially if Madrid can capitalize on it. Those type of lanky, big defenders that can cover ground and tactically know how to tackle can track down your Veni, your Neymar, he's running down wingers that are, way faster than him, have a little bit more pace, skill on the ball, and he's that perfect blend of the modern day of brute versus tactical because he is big, he does body people, but he does it in a way where it wasn't like Vidic and Terry, where it was just where it was football-ish. It was
yeah.
brute tackling. His is way more. I just on his day, Van Disney man or Van, I'll go Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk here,
It's
absolutely.
so tough. It's
It
so tough
is. It
because
is.
Suarez did it when it was, when it was Daniel Sturridge next to him,
And a young Raheem
and he hit
Sterling.
and he hit 31 goals.
Right.
But he also, I mean, obviously, and then when he's got Messi and Neymar next to him, and this is prime, I guess prime Neymar. I guess Neymar is kind of
Yeah.
over, but uh, that season, man, they were unplayable. They were so good. Man, I think I gotta go Suarez. As much as he might be one of my most hated players of all time. 3-time banned for biting people, but still, if he can keep his teeth to himself,
Make
and
him wear one of the Hannibal masks during the
and
game.
play his game. I gotta go Suarez on this one, man.
Yeah. I mean, my thing about it too is I commend him in this regard only for his actions. If you have that much passion and care that much about winning or being the best, like that says a little bit. It's that at all costs. I will do this at all costs.
Literally, does not
Literally.
care. I'll handball it on the line. We'll
Right.
attack a ref in the tunnel
In the
after
tunnel
they
after,
got the
yeah.
VAR wrong.
Like there's something to be said about that mentality that
He's
at
got
all
the
costs.
passion. He's got the passion, and for the one-off Champions League final, I will take what he can give. I would not take him for even a 2-game season, but the one game.
The one game.
All right, we'll go for it. We'll
Yeah.
go for it. Yeah. Well, next up is another really interesting one. A gift, should I say, from the bracket challenge gods. Coming in at number 7 is Sergio Aguero.
Okay.
And number 10, Francisco Totti.
Wow, it's one of my favorite players.
That's a tough one.
Like growing up, childhood favorite legends was Francisco Totti.
Mhm.
Instrumental in that Italian
Loyalist.
Oh yeah,
You
you're
love that.
talking about
You love to see that.
loyal.
Would not leave Roma for anything.
If he does not have a statue, deserves 10 of them.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Out front, like.
Yeah.
Oh, but I know
Name
Lewis.
another Roma legend.
Oh, right.
I mean, I know we
Mourinho.
don't watch Serie A, and I'm sure that there are plenty of players who've played for Roma over the years that are absolutely legends, but Totti, man, so good for so another one of them Italian midfielders, man, just lasted forever. Andrea Pirlo style, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Because
I know what Sergio did at City, but Totti, to me, man, like you said, can control the game. You're not getting the ball off of him. He knows where to play it. Finds his open space. Just
calm.
And he's not making, blasting runs towards the goal or anything. He just has this tact to him when he plays.
But he still had that shot on him, man. He could still hit one.
Dirty. Again, pass it to the Italians comes from that era of Italian football. And
to think that they had Pirlo and Totti in that Italy team for so long is just like, if you could talk to Jorginho, he'd probably tell you they're his heroes.
Yeah.
Role models.
Have
to be. I mean,
yep.
But on the other side, Sergio Aguero, man. You want to talk about moments. You want to talk about clutch in big games. I mean, 93-20. I'm sure
Has a statue.
I'm sure Lewis would love to tell us all about it.
Oh yeah.
That's tough, man. Because Aguero was just a monster, just most feared for so
long.
Years in the league. Part of City's very first title, instrumental, obviously. You never wanted to play. I hated seeing him on the team sheet against Arsenal. It's like, oh man,
he's gonna bag one.
We couldn't handle him.
Gonna bag one, right?
You just couldn't handle him at any point, man.
I mean, like you said,
it's one of those that's got the X factor.
That's where I'm going. That's what I was going with it. To me, if it's a one-off on his best day, best game of his life, it takes goals to win the game. And Totti, as much as I love him, as much as I respect what he did for Roma, it literally built that club into the modern era, and being there for every moment of that. Aguero just absolutely transcended City where they were. He became their player, their X factor, like you were talking about. And the guy, and he maintained that. It wasn't just for a couple seasons. It was week in, week out in the Premier League. scoring bags of goals against who put anybody in front of him. And if banking on a moment, I'm gonna put my money on Aguero before I do it on
He
Totti.
making a name for himself in an Argentina shirt next to the GOAT himself.
Yep.
You know, yeah.
Sad to say that he didn't get to be a part of that World Cup winning squad.
Yeah, I mean, people get older. That is
Yeah.
what it is. Is what it is. But yeah,
Instrumental in building up that squad, though, I would say as well.
for sure. Serial winner, champion.
Serial winner.
Yeah, that. I mean, it's you need a goal in a final. You need a goal in a big moment.
If that's why I'm picking Suarez, it's going to be why I'm picking Aguero.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough. Sergio Aguero, it is wins that one. And we have come down to the final matchup in round one of the bracket challenge. A 2 versus 15, kind of a curious one. At number 2 is Manuel Neuer. At number
Whoa.
15, Roberto Carlos.
Whoa.
Yeah. You want to talk about some disrespect? How does
Yeah, I think
Roberto
that's
Carlos
overinflated for Neuer for sure.
get a 15?
Very disrespectful to my boy with the outside the boot.
The banger from 47 yards.
Banger.
Seen a million times. It's interesting that Neuer has the highest rank of any goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And
Well,
yet,
in the modern day, like if we're Xing out Petr Cech and Van der Sar, like because they're on the front end,
because of ball,
Neuer,
just
Neuer,
because he play with his feet.
yeah.
I get it. I get that that's why they put him up there. But Roberto Carlos,
Roberto Carlos,
like what? How is he on a 15 seed? He's
serial,
one of
like
the
you said,
greatest ever.
serial winner, one of the greatest in the position ever to
2
play.
World Cup finals.
Bags of goals for his position.
He was on
you have
the
to be-
06 team as well.
I'm picking. I mean, this is rare for me to go against a goalie, but I have my Casillas's, my Petr Cechs, and like I said, Neuer's on the bottom end of that list for me.
Mm-hmm.
Roberto Carlos. If it's not Ashley Cole or Reece James playing or Cafu playing one of my wingbacks or anything, Roberto Carlos is Danny Laceless.
Yeah,
Roberto Carlos is
it's
top,
Roberto. Dude, Roberto Carlos
top
is in
tier.
front of all of those you've just named for me.
Not Ashley Cole.
Yeah, maybe Ashley Cole is the only one that we can talk about, but dude,
Carlos is
he's just on another level,
That
man.
Brazil squad was
So dumb.
It's stupid.
So dumb.
What?
You had Roberto Carlos on one side, Cafu on the other side.
Cafu on the other side.
Your front three are Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. We have Robinho
Gilberto
in the mid.
Silva. Gilberto Silva from Arsenal in when they were at their height of their powers, just what a team that was, man.
Oh my God.
Legends. And Roberto Carlos was like one of the biggest names on the squad.
Yeah. I remember the gold cleats, man.
Right?
Yeah. Dude, no, it's Roberto Carlos for me over this one. Like, I get it. Neuer's a goal stopper, can change a game.
Also a champion.
Very, very much so lockdown. Also a champion, treble-winning champion.
I mean, big saves are as good as goals for sure.
Right. It's just that lot to find. There's again to make the list as a left back. Like
there's only one other.
There's only one, right? There's not
two
that
other left backs on this list.
There's not many who can do that, and to have your name up there in any form or shape of way to be a greatest player in one of the hardest positions on the field. Yeah, you deserve. Like I'm picking Roberto Carlos here, because then he's gonna bag me one of those 45 outside the boot on his best game ever on a one-off. He's bagging the outside.
He's bagging
the boot.
that goal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I once long ago there was an article I read about who could kick the ball the hardest, and again this was years and years and years ago. So there was a German player by the name of Jeremies who had recorded him kicking the ball at 87 miles an hour or something like that. And And Roberto Carlos matched it. And there was like an article about it. And dude, they could rip the
That's
absolute
making the ball
fuck
whistle.
out of it, dude.
That's making it whistle.
Yeah. And they had that the way of kicking it that would make it knuckle. Oh
Yep,
man.
right on the just dead
Yeah.
center it. Yep.
I've talked myself into it. It's Roberto Carlos
Roberto
for me as
Carlos.
well. Yeah. I mean, killing it. Well, there you go. Round 1 in the books. And we will collect all of the votes, and we'll have the updated bracket posted on Instagram as well once all those votes are in, and we'll get round 2 coming at you really, really quick. So go ahead and get the likes up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell there so that you know when the rest of the series drops. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and have a great night.